Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. This is the October reading for the sign of Scorpio. You can have Scorpio anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you're here watching this video, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Scorpio. I was having quite a difficult time getting into your energy. I sat down to meditate probably 4 or 5 times, and they weren't really giving me a whole lot. They did eventually give me kind of guidance for a spread of how I'm going to be doing this reading. I will mention first that they had me listen to a song, and it was One Day I'll Fly Away, as performed by Nicole Kidman and Moulin Rouge. She's not the original singer, but that's what song it was that they were giving to me. And so One Day I'll Fly Away, leave all this to yesterday. And the reason I got that song was the message that they had given me before the song was about the spread and how I'm supposed to do the spread is, where you've been and what you're leaving behind, why you want to leave something behind, and then where you're going and what you're going to. So that's just kind of like a why they gave me that song, One Day I'll Fly Away and leave all this to yesterday. So there's something that you're wanting to leave behind, or you've recently left something behind. So we're going to go ahead and start. And let me see, what am I going to use first? Okay, so they want me to start with Literary Witches Oracle here. Okay, what's the message for Scorpio? Where or what where have they been and what are they leaving behind? It's kind of like the beginning energy, but they're not really telling me that that's where we're headed yet with this reading. So I'm just going to get some overall energy, I think, with the Literary Witches, okay? What's the overall energy for Scorpio? October Scorpio, please. What's the overall energy for Scorpio? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So on the bottom we have history, which I feel like that's what we're kind of going over here, is like what's in your past, who's in your past. And so this is an overall energy for that. Just family. That's quite interesting. Okay, so yeah, Jamaica Kincaid is on the bottom with history. Family history. So there's something that you're leaving behind that has to do with your maybe like conditioning, which is a heavy theme for Gemini. If you have any Gemini in your chart, you might want to look at that. And it's interesting too, with here she's holding what looks like an egg and has control over the snake, but the egg, it seems as if it is rotten, because if you look closely, you can see there's like flies flying around it. So it's something like, with the egg, I'm also getting the family history, because, we were born of our parents and so on and so forth. And there's something rotten about it. There's something rotten about your family history that you want to leave behind. I do want to look in the book. I like to read their little descriptions to you guys. So I'm going to start with Jamaica Kincaid, because she is the overall energy. So what is the overall energy? Okay. Lineage, the past, deep time. She was born in Antigua, a former slave-owning British colony of the West Indies. Eager to get away, she moved to the United States at 18 to work as an au pair. Soon after, she began writing New Yorker articles in intense, biting fiction and non-fiction, which speaks with tremendous authority and clarity, and often repeats images and phrases in an insistent invective against the failures of mothers, fathers, siblings, and colonialism. That is so interesting. The failures of mothers, fathers, siblings, and colonialism. That is quite interesting. Oh, and Shirley Jackson is right above her, which is interesting. That's what you have on the bottom. This is the card that came out. Domestic pleasures, domestic horrors, partnerships, and children. The fiction of Shirley Jackson marries the ordinary with the supernatural and often speaks to inhumanities the inhumanities people endure. Her most famous story on the subject, The Lottery, was written after rural Vermont residents painted a swastika on her house. Her husband, a professor of Bennington College, was Jewish, yet keen observation and a sense of humor pervade many of her works, especially her very funny essays on raising 4 kids. So, you could be leaving behind some conditioning because the underlying is the more like parental failings, but then also this tells me, with the way that she portrayed things, Shirley Jackson, is that maybe it's something to do with your own family that you've created. Maybe you're like leaving your spouse or not necessarily your children, but you're just leaving behind the home maybe that you were raised in or that they were raised in. And I'm seeing that because there's a home here, and this looks to me, it looks like a tombstone. So this definitely has to do with lineage and family history. Family history. Okay, let's see. What are we going to use next? Okay, so I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot for where you've been, what you're leaving behind. I'm kind of putting those together because it's the same energy. So where has Scorpio been and what are they leaving behind? What is Scorpio leaving behind that has to do with their family history? What is Scorpio leaving behind? Where have they been? Okay, so you have the 7 of Cups on the bottom, which is about a choice. Needing to make a choice. The 4 of Wands, which is a home energy, and the Sun of Swords. Oh. The first thing I saw or thought when I saw these cards was that it's like a sun. You could possibly have a toxic relationship with one of your children, or maybe you are the sun. And what they're showing me is like, this looks like a bullseye to me. And it's almost like they're coming in to stab right in the middle of the bullseye. And this is like, the 4 of Wands is about foundations, and it's the foundations of building a home. And maybe you built that falsely, or you're starting to realize that it was a false security. It's almost like they're telling me, the Star Wars reference where they got in to the Death Star through the one little thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But that's kind of what they're saying. It's like there's some kind of vulnerability, and someone in your life is coming in and trying to stab at it. Or maybe this is something that's already happened. It's because it's what you're leaving behind. It's almost like someone poking at your vulnerabilities. And I don't know who this is. We might have to get clarification for who this is. But I'm getting it could either be a spouse or a child. Like a grown, not quite grown, probably I'm getting like an early 20s type of vibe. If it's a child. If it's a significant other, they just act that age, I'm hearing. What's funny is they're kind of saying they're trying to, it's almost like you have your son, these look like rays, and it's almost like you have some protection around your foundation, but it's really quite flimsy. It looks flimsy with the way that those wands are kind of set up. Like it's not sturdy. And this person is coming in and trying to bust it all down. Could be an air sign. I do want to clarify this. What are we going to clarify the Son of Swords with? Okay, so we're going to clarify the Son of Swords with the vice versa. And it's funny that they called me to use the vice versa because we have the Four of Wands here on top. Vice versa, there's, 2 sides to each card. Okay. Can I clarify the Son of Swords, please? Let's clarify the Son of Swords. Who is the Son of Swords to Scorpio? And everything can be vice versa. You could be the Son of Swords trying to break through someone else's flimsy foundation. But I'm reading it as that this is an external energy. The Son of Swords is external. Who is the Son of Swords to Scorpio, please? Ooh. So you have the Seven of Cups and then the Seven of Pentacles here. Like the Seven of Cups was on the bottom of the Wild Unknown. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So 7, 7. So got the Fool, the 10 of Pentacles, and then the 3 of Wands. And these are, so they're called this side and that side. This is this side, and these are both that side. So this is like the reverse side of the cards. This is the front side. This is the back side. These two are the back side. They just showed me 103. So I don't know if that has something to do with you. That also, 103 breaks down to a 4. And we have the 4 and then the 4. So I don't know what... It's just showing me like a foundational type of energy. So this could be someone that okay. These kind of look like the same people here, these two men. Just he has shorter hair. So it's almost like he was wild, had longer hair, and then he settled down and cut his hair and was, more settled. But it's almost like and this is like his father because he's wearing green and he's wearing green, so that makes me think And this looks like his brother. Like he has a similar look, and then this robe has green and red in it, and so green and red. So it's almost like siblings. And with the Ten of Pentacles, that is the family energy. So maybe it could be a sibling that's poking at you, because we do have the family here. It could be a sibling that's poking at you. They could be very like air and fire heavy, because I'm seeing here this wand that he's holding his satchel on is a continuation of this sword. I've never noticed this. Oh, I thought it was a broken cup, but there's just something sitting there beside it. It's someone coming in very hastily with the Fool energy, that fire energy. Or it's like an Aries energy, right? But then with the Three of Wands, I feel like this is kind of like where you're going because of the sibling energy. I feel like it's this is this person, and then here's you here. It's almost like you're trying to manifest a new Four of Wands, because it's the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is usually about waiting for our ships to come in. That's this side. But with that side, it's showing where he's been. He's just come out of the woods, and it's where he's going. So that's why I feel like it's your continuation, and it's back to the 3. You no longer have the 4. So you're moving towards, you're trying to get back to your own Four of Wands without it being affected by someone else. There's just someone meddling, and it's a family member of some sort. It could either be a brother, or a sibling of any sort, a spouse, or a parent, or a child. Did I say that? A spouse, a child, a parent, a sibling. Okay. I am getting strong air and fire energy. Air is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So we want to go next to where are you going and what will be there? Or should we do why you want to go? Yeah, let's do why. Why do you want to go? Okay, so we're going to do why you want to go with the Fountain Tarot. Okay. Why does Scorpio want to leave the situation and move on to their own new Four of Wands energy? Why? So you have the Nine of Wands on the bottom, which is like a wounded energy. So you could also have some fire in your chart. It's, with this Nine of Wands, it's almost like he's trying to balance on this flimsy structure up against this smooth pyramid. There's no way that is going to stay up there, but he's trying to make it stay. So it's like you've been working so hard at something, and you're almost at the top, like you figured it out so far, but it's almost, you're trying very hard, you're focusing very hard. So, and you're ready for a break. Okay, what fell out here? Oh my gosh, you guys. Four of Wands fell out. So that is why you're leaving. It's like something over here doesn't feel structurally sound, and you're really working very hard to get yourself up, out, and reach the apex here, right? With this Four of Wands. And to me, this looks like a reverse pyramid. So this is a pyramid and this is a reverse pyramid. You're going because, yeah, you're moving from this Three of Wands to this Four of Wands. You're going to find your own Four of Wands that has nothing to do with your family history. You're going to find what feels right to you. What feels right to Scorpio. Okay. A lot of wand energies, because there's the Ace of Wands and then the Seven of Pentacles. So the Ace of Wands here as well. So a lot of wand energy. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Now, what are we going to use for where is Scorpio going and what will be there when Scorpio gets there? What are we going to use for that? Okay, we are going to use the Tarot of the 78 Doors here. I will say that these aren't really like super traditional cards, so I will probably look in the book, maybe. I like to go off the imagery, but since they do have unique meanings, I do like to look at those sometimes. So, where is Scorpio going and what will be there when they get there? Where is Scorpio going and what will be there when they get there? Well, we know you're going to find your Four of Wands. We know that. Where is Scorpio going and what will be there when they get there? Where is Scorpio going in October? Where is Scorpio going in October, please and thank you? Where is Scorpio going? It's almost like you're leaving behind an idea that was, kind of given to you at a young age, and you're leaving it behind to go find what it is you actually want. Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom, which is like wish fulfillment. It's almost like it's where you can take the four. Ooh, ow. That was weird. My bottom teeth hit my top teeth in a really strange way, like that would not normally happen. So I don't know what that was all about. But it's what the Four of Wands can be. It's you're headed towards something that's wish fulfillment, okay? Wish fulfillment. What's coming up for Scorpio is their wish fulfillment. The Ace of Wands, okay? So you're entering through the door. You're entering. Where are you going? The Knave of Pentacles. This is quite interesting because they're positioned so similarly. You could be headed towards, you could be wanting to build this Four of Wands with an earth energy that you could have strong sexual compatibility with, or just something very, it's a passionate energy you're headed towards. Oh, because it is the Nine of Cups, it is a little bit more of an independent energy, but this person does have a dog, and then this seems like a butler, but it could just be another person that lives there, bringing in food, but it does seem like a server of some sort. But you're taking something that you're really, really passionate about, and you're trying to ground it down into the earth and make it a reality. You're trying to take that fire energy, the passion and the drive, and you're trying to ground it down. And this is the Knave, so it's a very young energy. So it's like, yeah, it's a start. You're starting something. And with the Four of Wands, there's a lot of wand energy, but with the Four of Wands, it is like you're trying to ground, because it is about foundations. Four of Wands is about foundations. And so you're trying to ground down that fiery energy, that passion. I kind of want to get clarification on this. But it's, to me, it's, so this is like a pyramid, right? And this looks like a pyramid too, and it's trying to ground it down. That's where you're going. You're going to ground it down because it's pointed, it's like an arrow, right? Pointed toward the sand. And it's easy to push things through the sand up to a certain point, right? To make that foundation, but then once it will sink. So you don't want to build it there, you want to build it on solid ground. I want to get clarification for the Ace of Wands, Knave of Pentacles. What is this that they're going to be building? What's this new foundation, this new passion that they're finding? Their own passion. It's, you're finding your own passion and what you want to do with it. Or maybe you have a choice between what you are passionate about and what makes you money, they're saying. Because there's two different doors. So it's like you are either choosing what you are passionate about or what makes you money. But then there is a way to marry the two. There's a way, it's almost like you put the doors on top of each other, like they're portals that are like right next to each other. So you make it, you jump through passion first, through to stability, to figuring it out. Okay, so we do have Temperance. Oh yeah, there, balance. You got to balance it out. You got to figure out how to, it's almost like you have to temper the passion to make it solid, but the passion is still there. And what's interesting is there is fire and water here. Even though this is Pentacles, but that's like the tempering energy, the fire and the water. The Emperor. Another 4. So you could be seeing a lot of 4s lately. I'm getting strong like Emperor vibes here too. So this could be you. I say you could have a lot of wands or a lot of fire in your energy. That could be an Aries energy because Emperor is Aries. Maybe there's like a family business. It doesn't have to be, because it is like, there's only one Pentacle card out, or no, there's 2 Pentacle cards out here, but 3, because this is on the bottom here, I guess. But it could be, it's something that you're really, really tied to, that you feel obligated to. But you want to build your own thing. You don't want your foundation to be someone else's. You want to build your own foundation. And it looks like where you're going, this is where you're going, and you have the Emperor here. So it's like it's going to grow from the Ace of Wands to the Emperor. You're going to turn into the Emperor with this wish fulfillment. Okay, let's get some advice for you guys. Where are we at? 30 minutes? Okay, 1 second. Let me see here. Okay, we're going to use the spells deck to get some advice for you guys, okay? Okay, what's the advice for Scorpio, please, for October? What's the advice for Scorpio for October? What's the advice for Scorpio for October, please? What's the advice for Scorpio, please, for October? Yeah, it really feels like you're starting your own business. That's what it feels like. And I like that there's 9 here, because this is the struggle and this is the reward. So it's like all the struggle that you have put yourself through to get out of a certain situation is going to be rewarded. And maybe you've, I don't know how distant this past energy is, or if you've left it behind at all, but I got this message for, I think it was Gemini. Hang on, let me look. Hang on, I'm sorry, I gotta find this. No, it was Aquarius. Strength leads to more strength. So any amount of energy you had to put into getting out of the situation is strength that you gain to move forward. Because the more strength you put into something, the more strength that you get out of it. Like, say, let's just use working out as an example. The more you work out, the stronger you get. So the more strength you use, the stronger you get. It's just like that emotionally and whatnot. The more work you do, the more reward you get. So, let's see here. What is the advice for Scorpio, please, for October? Advice for Scorpio in October, please. Can I have one card for Scorpio, please? Can I have one card for Scorpio, please? Well, they gave me 2. So we have Mercury on the bottom. When is Mercury retrograding? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it's coming up soon. But it could be something happening during the retrograde. I don't know why I'm getting that. But let's see. Mercury, a mist to spray for all mercurial matters to allow clear, thoughtful communication and flawless execution. So it's like you have to communicate that this isn't what you want anymore, and the execution of how you get to your goal, to what Scorpio wants. Okay, so you have 2 cards here. We have Artemis, moon goddess of the hunt, protectress of animals, children, and women. During the waxing moon, harness the power of Artemis to find your independent voice. Light a silver candle and play nature sounds. Burn birch, cedar, oak, or any sacred wood. Take a restorative walk through the forest. Do this meditation. Sit on the ground or a yoga mat. Close your eyes and breathe in through the nose. Imagine yourself surrounded by a circle of branches, like this. animals, friends, and family, remember that your voice is a voice of ancestors who broke barriers, molds, and conventions. Sing out Artemis multiple times, freeing your voice. When ready, open your eyes and return to this plane. So that could be something to, if you feel maybe like you've been stagnant or that you need more momentum, that is something that you should maybe go do. Okay, and then we have scrying. A black mirror, a pool of water, and a crystal ball are all ancient tools used for scrying or divination. During the dark moon, cast a circle and quietly gaze into your scrying object. Chant. Scrying tool, reveal profound truth and inner wisdom from all that seems mysterious, shrouded in velvet veils. May all ancestors be reflected with this sacred tool, so mote it be. And so ancestors have come up in both of these cards. And so I feel like with this family history, you could be working on healing ancestral wounding regarding this situation, whatever this is for you. It could be like a family business or just like a flimsy structure. It's almost like it's going to be easy to knock over, and you want to get out because you want what's best for you and your future family, your Nine of Cups. Some witches see the things appear in the reflection, have prophetic dreams at night, or experience light bulb moments when least expected after scrying. Okay, so those are two things that maybe you could do to try to help move your momentum forward. Okay, Scorpio, this has been your reading for October. I think any of you that were present, if you resonated, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. And I thank any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.